Qutb Alam Badshah presides over the function. The culture and tradition of Kashmiris are different from ours. We have not forsaken our traditions. Their eating habits, costumes and living style is very different from ours. So far, we have not had marital relations with them. Their culture is different. Ours is different. With the advent of modernity, this community is showing signs of change. They are opening up to new ideas. As India is developing fast in a globalized world today, the Kashmiris are also reaping rich dividends. There are several such communities of Bani Israel in Kashmir and India. These people of Jewish descendants have physical features which are strikingly different from other Indian communities. Some genetic studies are also being conducted which indicate the Jewish links. Experts have identified more than 90 tribal or caste names which are common both to Kashmir and Israel. There are a large number of terminologies in Kashmir which might be having Hebrew links. Mr. M.B. Alam lives in his residence at Gutli Bagh. He is a scholar of the history of Bani Israel. We are Israelis, connected to Prophet Moses. Prophet Ibrahim had 11 children. Huda was the eldest. We are his descendants. We are Bani Israel. Our living style, food habits, traditions and even language is different from that of Kashmiris. When Jesus came to Kashmir, Buddhism held complete sway in the region. Together with Buddhism was existing the Vedic culture. So, it is but natural that most ancient records of the arrival of Jesus is found in Pali and Sanskrit documents.
The greatest evidence we have from Vaishya Mahapuran. Then we have the Chinese documents, glass mirror. We have Tibetan, we have Persian manuscripts also. We have manuscripts in Arabic and information more than thing. But the main information, the chief information is from the Sanskrit work Bhavishya Mahapuran.
Bhavishya Mahapuran is an ancient Sanskrit treatise and one of 18 major Puranas. According to some experts like Dr. Fida Hasnain, it was written in the 2nd century AD. This Mahapurana mentions a meeting of Isa Masih with King Shalivahan. Jesus is called Isa Masih in Sanskrit texts. Shalivahan was one of the major kings in Kashmir during the 1st century AD. He had established the rule of the Aryans on this side of the river Sindhu or Indus. The Purana says,
Ekadatu shakadhisho himatungam samayayo honu desasya madhe.
One day, King Shalivahan went to the Himalayas. There, in the land of Ladakh, he saw a pious man in the mountains. His skin was fair and he wore white garments. The king asked the holy man who he was.
Ishaputram chamama vidhi kumari garbha sambhavam.
The holy man replied, I am the son of God and am born of an unmarried woman. I have been sent as a prophet to the fallen ones. After the purification of the essence and the impure body, and after seeking refuge in the Vedas, man will pray to the Eternal. The holy man further said that he has been called Isa Masih. This is a very interesting document indeed. It clearly mentions the name of Isa Masih. It also speaks of him as the Son of God and born from an unmarried woman. Glass mirror is another ancient document mentioning the details of Jesus Christ as User Asaf.
Glass mirror is the history of religions written in Chinese, which was translated into Tibetan.
The glass mirror puts User Asaf on the same pedestal as that of Buddha. His teachings were similar to that of Buddha. It says, however, that the teachings and fame of User Asaf did not spread much out of Kashmir.
In Kashmir, we have mysticism. We have Silsile Rashiyan. That means Rashi order. Its base is Buddhist, Shaivist, and then Islamic. It is composite. Our great Rashi Laldet says, Mazan Hindu Musalman. Don't think in terms of Hindus and Muslims. Shiv Chi Thali Thali Buchan. Shiva is looking upon you minutely. Turuke Chuk Yohazan. If you are intelligent, you must understand this point, that all human beings are same.
It is believed that when Jesus arrived in Kashmir, he first stayed near Pahalgaon. In these serene surroundings is located the famous shrine of Ash Muqam. This monument is known as the burial place and shrine of Baba Sheikh Zainuddin Rishi. He was one of the main saints of Kashmir's famous Rishi order. This entire mosque is constructed over a cave in the mountain. The cave has been used by sages, monks and saints since Vedic times. Kashmir's Rishi order starts from the Vedic sages. It was taken forward by the Buddhist monks and continued by the Muslim saints. It is a unique example of composite culture, which is the hallmark of Kashmir. Isa, or Jesus, is supposed to have lived in this cave when he first came to Kashmir. Ancient Rishinamas, or the chronicles of the sages, indicate towards this fact. The original name of Sheikh Zainuddin Rishi was Jai Singh. He had come here in the mid-15th century. People from all walks of life come here to seek solace. They have immense faith in the shrine. This place was earlier known as Ashosh Muqam, which almost means the abode of Isa. In course of time, it got corrupted to Ash Muqam.
So Ash Muqam is basically a place where Jesus has lived, he has meditated, and that rod is there.
Ash Muqam preserves Asai Isa, or the rod of Jesus. It is the rod which Isa used to carry with him all the time. The rod is not shown to anybody now. Mullah Naiduri compiled his history of Kashmir in 1420 AD. He writes that User Asaf came to Kashmir during the reign of King Gopananda in the 1st century AD. Mullah Naiduri has mentioned that Hazrat Isa, or Jesus Christ, had adopted the name of User Asaf. He mentions Jesus as Hazrat Isa Ruh Allah, meaning thereby Isa, the Spirit of God. Some archaeological evidences also support the arrival of Jesus in Kashmir. This ancient Shiva temple was built in 220 BC. According to historian Mulla Naidari, King Gopananda got this temple repaired in the 1st century. For repairing the temple, Gopananda sought the advice and guidance of Yusa Asif. This fact is supported by other historical documents too. There are 4 pillars around this temple. They were ancient inscriptions